Peter from First Maths, and today we're looking at the Year 4 Block 1 Assessment, Paper 2. Answers after each question. So let's go. Question 1. I have four numbers. I have 7,615, 2,931, 1,613, and 2,349. Below, I have four statements. Can you put the numbers in the correct order to make these statements true? Pause the video until you are ready for the answers. Here are the answers. There are almost certainly lots of other answers, but these are the ones that I found. 1,613 is smaller than 2,349. 2,349 is smaller than 2,931. 7,615 is bigger than 2,931. 2,931 is bigger than 2,349. Let's look at the next question. Question 2. Round these numbers to the nearest 10 and then to the nearest 100. 265, which is here, is rounded to the nearest 10, which is 270. And this is rounded to the nearest 100, which is 300. Can you round the other numbers first to the nearest 10 and then to the nearest 100? Pause the video until you are ready to see the answers. Here are the answers. 265 rounds to the nearest 10 is 270, which rounds to 300 is the nearest 100. 57 rounds to 60, it to the nearest 10, and 60 rounds to the nearest 100, which is 100. 629 rounds to the nearest 10 is 630, which rounds to the nearest 100, which is 600. 73 rounds down to 70, which then rounds up to 100. 585 rounds to 590, which rounds up to 600. Let's look at the next question. Complete this table. There are fractions and there are decimal fractions. What is the equivalent one for each one? Pause the video and complete the question. When you're ready, press play and look at the answer. Here comes the answer. The fraction a quarter is equal to 0.25. Half, or 5/10, is equal to 0.5. 4/5, or 8/10, is equal to 0.8. 2/10 is equal to 0.2. Let's look at the next question. Find two numbers in the grid that total 100 exactly and write them in a number sentence. Something plus something equals 100. There are two different answers you could find in this grid. Pause the video until you are ready to see the answer. Here comes the answer. The answer is 59 plus 41, or 57 plus 43. Let's look at the next question. Question 5. Complete these multiplication groups. How it works is this. It would be 6 times something makes something. So 5 times something makes 10. 4 times something makes 40. Complete all the squares and see if you can work out the answer so that the numbers all work. Pause the video and have a try. When you're ready, click again and we can look at the answers. Here they are. 2 times 6 is 12. 2 times 5 is 10. 2 times 3 is 6. 3 times 6 is 18. 3 times 5 is 15. 3 times 3 is 9. 5 times 6 is 30. 5 times 5 is 25. 5 times 3 is 15. And the second grid. 10 times 4 is 40. 10 times 6 is 60. 10 times 8 is 80. 3 times 4 is 12. 3 times 6 is 18. 3 times 8 is 24. 6 times 4 is 24. 6 times 6 is 36. 6 times 8 is 48. Let's look at the next question. Question 6. Change this pancake recipe for 8 people to a recipe for 2 people. Pause the video until you are ready to look at the answers. Here come the answers. You had to divide every number by 4. So 8 divided by 4 is 2. 840 divided by 4 is 210. 1 litre of milk is equal to 250 millilitres of milk. 8 eggs is equal to 2 eggs. Let's look at the next question. Question 7. What is the winning lottery number? It is less than 40, divided exactly by 4. The units digit is 3 more than the tens digit. What could the number be? Pause the video until you are ready to check the answer. Here comes the answer. The answer was 36. Let's look at the next question. Question 8. In a sale, Mum bought 5 t-shirts for £11. How much was 1 t-shirt? Show your working, you may get a mark. Pause the video until you are ready to see the answer. Here comes the answer. £2.20 per t-shirt. 5 times £2.20 makes £11. Let's look at the next question. Question 9. A variety of snacks containing 28 packets costs £2.80. How much would 1 packet cost? Show your working. You may get a mark. Pause the video until you are ready to see the answer. Here comes the answer. The answer was 28 pence per pack. Question 10a. Answer these questions about the pictogram. On which day does the school get most calls? How many on that day? Pause the video until you are ready to look at the answer. Here comes the answer. The day was Monday, where they had 50 calls. Question B. On what day does the school get the least calls, and how many? Pause the video until you are ready with the answer. Wednesday had 20 calls. How many calls were received altogether during the week? Pause the video and find the answer. Here comes the answer. 160 calls. Question D. How many more calls were received on Monday than on Friday? Pause the video until you have an answer. Here comes the answer. 15. Thank you for watching. If you liked this video, please give it a like below. Please subscribe to my channel and also press the notification bell to be informed every time I upload a maths resource. I hope to see you again soon. Bye!